He did not use flux and he did not use low melt solder, and this is what happens. Minus 138.5 decibels. How you doing, guys? So today in this box we have a Quansheng UVK5 or UVK6, I do not know, and we have Si4732 version 5, the version that everyone asked me to do installation video on it. We are going to do installation video and an overview of the Si4732 version 5. So let's begin. And today's video, guys, is sponsored by Andostar microscopes. Subscribe to my channel to win this Andostar digital microscope, or check it out on the AliExpress for just $110. You can have this microscope. Link is going to be down in the description. And basically we are also using today Andostar microscope to repair this Quansheng and install Si4732 HF mode. So let me open this box, because I received it yesterday evening and I haven't opened it yet. Inside this box we have a UVK6 with a lanyard. I'm going to take off the lanyard because it's not going to be useful. It's gonna bug me basically when I'm gonna work on this thing. Yeah, lanyard is off. What else we have here? We have the HF version 5 mode, we have antenna, and what else we have? We have a BK4280 chip, volume button, and the plastic thingy that goes on the side of the radio. So let's nicely store it away, and let's open up this radio, guys, because I want to show you something really important. Basically, remember this stuff, right? This low melt solder. This is what happens when you do not use low melt solder and you try to take off things with your solder iron. This is basically the reason that this person sent the radio to me. Yeah, you see it. So basically he tried to take off the BK1080 with his solder iron, and he did not use flux and he did not use low melt solder, and this is what happens. This trace is missing, this antenna trace, and this resistor is missing, and value for this resistor is same as this one. I think it's 1 kilo ohm. I do not know, I would have to look it up. Anything else obvious? I don't see anything else obvious, guys. How about you? Okay, so this is our job, and this is our HF version 5 mode right here. So let's take a look at it. Where is this? It's a BIOS chip. It's a 24M02RD, so that's good. Let's do, guys, quick overview of the HF version 5. Because I don't feel like doing a separate video for just for the overview. So let's go under the microscope, and here, guys, let's start with this connector. This connector looks bigger. It's not quite IPX, it's not IPX, it's smaller, but it is bigger than on version 2.5. From this connector, like this, from this connector, signal is going right here, right? This plus. Here we have a diode to the ground. This to protect us from the from the static. And this is a coil to the ground. This, I do not know what it does, guys. Coil to the ground. I think when we install this mode, I'm going to take off this coil to the ground. I have a tiny SA Ultra, and we are going to test with and without this coil to the ground. Because on previous versions there was never a coil to the ground. So next we are going through this capacitor right here. Here we have one capacitor to the ground, signal going through this capacitor, another capacitor to the ground, and to this capacitor is going to the BGA427 LNA. Here we have plus, this minus, this output. Output from the output is going through a capacitor, through a coil into the where is this FMI AMI pin, this AMI pin. This how it receives HF basically, and FM it is receiving from this trace right here. It goes underneath, and it comes out right here. Let's check it out. So it's going from this trace into this trace. No, it's going from this trace, right? This is the input, antenna input for FM, and it exits over here. 1 via, 2 via, 3 via, this middle one. So the middle one is right here, like I said. It exits here through this capacitor into coil to the ground and to the FMI pin. That's all it is. Basically, the difference between this version and version 2.5 is that BGA427 is done by a second schematic on the data sheet. So here we have audio. Before the audio we have this can we zoom in? Yeah, this is new. Crystal is different. It's A550N, and basically on previous versions the crystal looked different. and we are going here, audio output, this one connects here and here through this capacitor, right, into this amplifier, and it exits. Where is the exit? This ground. This must be the exit. It exits here through this capacitor, through this via underneath, and exits right here, fits both left and right channels. So this was a quick overview, guys. I don't think that I need to do in-depth overview and just take off all the components and stuff. I don't think we need that. Let me add some light. There you go. I want to clean up this mess, guys. To clean up this mess, I'm gonna need something smaller. I'm gonna go like this. So let's go on the microscope, let's zoom in and let's clean up this mess. So let me just add some flux. And take my solder wick and clean this stuff. By the way, this is to show you how to fix something like this. I'm just cutting my wick off. And here I think I'm gonna rotate. And let me use flux off. You know what? This is clean, right? But I realized we have never actually turned on this thing after I received it, which is bad. So let me turn it on. Hey, it came up. Guys, I'm going to take off the display of camera because I don't want to damage it. So let me take it off and come back. By the way, I want to remind you that this episode is sponsored by Andostar Official on AliExpress. Link to this particular microscope that I'm using is going to be in the description and in the pinned comment section. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you subscribe because I have a box ready to go. We are going to give it away and you could be a winner of this microscope. So back to fun stuff. A lot of people asked, some even messaged me directly, what do you do with this capacitor and this coil? Well guys, here we have from the amplifier the signal going to this capacitor, enters this amplifier on there, right, and exits here, and through this capacitor it hits this filter, right, this capacitor and coil right here is one filter, and then it's going directly into BK1080. So this filter works with BK1080. Here we do not have BK1080. Here we put directly jumper from this pin over here all the way here. So this capacitor is shorted. We do not use this capacitor. So if you keep this filter, essentially you're putting this filter to this coil over here. You're gonna have one coil, another coil, capacitor, and this capacitor is shorted, and then the signal is going to this capacitor and directly into FMI pin. So guys, you do not need this filter because we do not use BK1080. We should take off this filter. And in case you do not believe me, we are going to actually use Tiny SA Ultra to measure sensitivity with and without this filter at the end, not now. For now I'm just gonna take them off. So let's do it. One is taken off. I'm gonna save it. How about the next one? And this one is off. Excellent. So I went ahead and put some UV compound. You can see it over here, where the trace was ripped off, and here we have some exposed ground, also here, and over here. It probably wouldn't matter if I left it, but I rather not take a chances. Just covered everything, so that we are good to go. So we are ready to install our mod. Let's put some flags where the flags needs to go. Again, non-active flags, so that it don't oxidize on us if we don't clean it underneath. And let's go on the microscope and install it. So we're good here, and we're good here. Yep, I like it. Right, slit. Okay, so again we good here like this, right? A little bit up. I'm gonna tag it in place, guys. Like this, huh? Yeah, you're good. So let's finish this up. How about we do this side? More flux right on top and touched up while pushing it down. The other side. Just like that, guys, we have soldered it. I'm not gonna clean it just yet. We need to solder this ground, and yeah, we gotta run this ground to this ground, and that's it. And now have a good. So let's do that. Let me grab a different tip, because this tip is not made for such a big ground. Let me get a big one. This one will be fine. And let's do this ground over here. Board is not straight. Keep in mind this on the chassis, and the chassis is not straight. And the solder down. Yep. On the other side it is soldered in. So here we have a connector, and we need to solder this ground. I did not look if there is ground on the other side or what. Let me just take a peek. Yeah, there is ground on the other side. So let me put flags here. Yeah, non-active flags. And let me solder it in place. Wow, nope, not yet, nope. Or it's soldered in, I'm not sure. Yeah, we are soldered in, definitely. Guys, basically this right here helps when you pull the cable out, right? The IPX cable, whatever it is called, but still you can rip the connector off the daughter board, so you have to be really careful. Or you can rip the daughter board and just tear it apart if you're not careful. Properly to do it with two tweezers. With one tweezer you hold the daughter board, and with the other tweezer you pull the connector, or just don't touch it. Anyway, we are done almost. We have couple of jumpers and we are done. I mean, we have this jumper, right? This jumper going over here, and we have this jumper from over here. I'm going to drop over here, essentially shorten this capacitor, and that's it. That be it. Our mode is done. Then we flip the board and install a prom. I'm not gonna show how to install a prom. I'll do it off camera. And yeah, but let's come back and put some jumpers in. Hey, how you doing? So it's day next, and we did quite a few things off camera. First of all, I installed EEPROM, and then I actually installed the connector and the cable as well, and the cable is glued here. Let me show it to you right here. So you see I glued to the side, and just let me get my lights like this. And thing I don't like about this kit is that this connector is kind of short. I'm gonna show you later, but this is what it is. On board we installed the EEPROM from the other side. I did not show you that. And here I let me go on the microscope. I actually installed this resistor because the client, when he was doing the mod himself, when he was trying to do the mod himself, he swiped this resistor off. We did not have it. And here I installed my signature series LED 020 red. This is going to light up the M key. Contacts are going to over there to the LED that I took off. And also on this side I added some glue for strength, this UV solder mask. So all we have to do at this point is install two jumpers, and we are going to be done essentially. But before we do that, let me show you something. This kit that the customer sent me absolutely sucks. You see this connector, it is short. It is much shorter than it should be, and it should be this long. You see the difference. Let me show it to you side by side. But like I said, there is nothing we can do about it right now, and you want it to be this long because you are going to use one of these rings or the washers, right? You're gonna put the washer here and you're gonna screw on the SMA to BNC adapter like this. You want like this so that your BNC adapter does not unscrew when you undo your antenna. And this is not what you want. It's not ideal. Also, as you can see, under the nut here there is a washer. It comes with this SMA connector. SMA connector in the kit comes with just one washer for this side, but we also want a washer from this side so that it is much stronger, because keep in mind we're going to have a stick here 1 meter 25 centimeters long. It's really big, so you want maximum strength. And what that means, guys, is that with this kit you have to buy pigtails and longer SMA connector. Let me show it to you. Just go to my channel, and this video in the bill of materials, basically alongside with your kit, whatever version it is, you're also going to buy pigtails 20 centimeters with IPX connectors, and you are going to buy SMA female 18.5 millimeters long, and you're gonna get 2 of them just in case. To find this video, guys, basically go to my channel and scroll down all the way down here. You're going to see full band version 2.1 install. That is also where you are going to find instructions on how to install this SMA connector into the body. It's this video 2.1 install. Also, there is another video with instructions on how to install SMA connector into body. It is this one, HF full band version 2.5 and 5. This 5 install, but that's older video. So definitely with this kit, any version that you're gonna get, you get pigtails and you get longer SMA connectors. That's a must. Plus, guys, you also want to get at least 3 BFU 550AR transistors. Those videos have the links to those transistors. Let me show it to you. BFU 550AR. I don't see it. Well, I guess they don't have the link. Some other video has the link, but just enter into AliExpress BFU 550AR and you're gonna get transistors like this, and you need 3. One is for right here. You see it? No, this one. This is going to be your FM amplifier, and 2 more on the other side. That's for sensitivity for VHF and UHF. If you want, you can get Murata coils for the SATCOM mode. Let me show it to you. Bill of materials. Bill of materials for transistors and Murata coils is going to be in this video. I remember it. It is this one. You see it? UVK5 low noise high sensitivity mode. It's this video. In the description you're going to find bill of materials. So now all that talking is done, we are going to install 2 jumpers. Over here we are going to install the RST reset, and over here just antenna in. So let me apply some flux. Yeah, doing 2 at a time, 2 at the same time, I mean. So let's do the reset. There you go. How about this one? There you go. And let me cut this off and continue with our jumpers. Like this. Like this. And like this. Yeah. So let me cut this off and let me just check continuity. Just in case. Multimeter in continuity mode. Let's check the antenna. Let's say from here all the way to here. We have continuity. How about, where is this going? Here, no? We'll find out. Nope. Where is it going? From here, right? To here. We have continuity, guys. And I'm going to clean and come back to you. At this point, we are ready to assemble this radio. I'm going to solder the speaker, and screen is cleaned. Also, I applied some electrical tape to protect the LCD cable. I'm going to assemble it off camera and come back. And we are assembled, guys. The only thing that is left to do is glue the glass back in place. I took it off so that I don't break it or burn it. Basically, I tried to get some HF reception going on this version 5.0 and on my version 2.1. I could not get anything on HF. I tried frequencies 7.90 all the way up to 7.140 and nothing. FM worked just fine, so I guess it's just one of those days, or maybe we have been jammed, whatever, I do not know. But here we have something better. We have a signal generator. This is a tiny SA Ultra, so let's come back and test these two radios full sensitivity. So we are hooked up. On generator we have 108 megahertz, and here we have 108 megahertz. Let's turn on the volume. Minus 116 decibels for 108 megahertz. 116 dBm. So let's do 100 megahertz. Let me set it over here. 100 M. and let me set it over here 100. Again, same number, minus 116 decibels, 116 dBm. And let's do the beginning of FM band, 70 megahertz. Also minus 116 decibels, minus 116 dBm. So that would be version 5. Let's do version 2.1 real quick. So that way we know what is more sensitive. Now keep in mind version 2.1, this one in particular, on this radio, LNA is BFU 550 AR, whereas on this one, LNA is stuck. I forgot the name, whatever it was with the radio. So let's set this to 70 megahertz. This is 116 decibels. Minus 120, guys, minus 120 dBm, and let's do 100 megahertz. So let's set this to 100 megahertz, and let's set this one to 100 megahertz. 100 megahertz. Also minus 120 decibels, 120 dBm. And let's do the upper limit, 108 megahertz, 108 megahertz, and over here 108 megahertz. Minus 119 decibels, minus 119 decibels. This FM version 5, VR5, and VR2.1 plus BFU 550 AR. So let's do the HF. Let's do it on the version 5.0. Now in HF I'm only interested in frequency 7.90, 7.900 basically, because 7.900 all the way up to 7.140, that's where the most traffic is. 40 megahertz I'm not interested. So it's 7. Let me change the modulation. I cannot do SSB, I'm gonna do AM. So modulation is set to AM, and over here modulation is set to AM, and let me change the frequency to 7.9 megahertz. Now I'm not cheating you, it's minus 137.5 decibels. So 7.9, 7 dots. I should have done 7.090. So let's change that. 7.090, and let's change it over here. 7.09. So let's do it again. Minus 138.5 decibels. Minus 138.5 dBm. Let's do my radio version 2.1 with BFU 550 AR. Seven dots 09. Minus 131.5 dBm. And in case you're wondering about accuracy, I recently measured stock radio. It turned out to be minus 100s. Let me show it to you. Let me come back and show it to you. So basically it's on Fox's Telegram channel in off top section. I just lost it. Let me find it one more time quickly. There it is. Basically I posted my videos and the stock was measured at minus 127 decibels, and the guy Kalyan came and he had the results of the stock radio with this professional equipment, and his measurement was minus 127.9. So in case you are concerned about accuracy of these measurements, I measured the stock radio pretty accurately. I measured it minus 127, and with professional equipment it was measured at minus 127.9. So I think that's pretty accurate. So as you can see, version 5 is much more sensitive than version 2.1 in HF, but in FM, because version 2.1 has BFU 550 LNA, and version 5, this one, I did not change the BFU, I kept the stock LNA. In FM, this one is version 5 is much less sensitive. And we are done, guys. There is just one more thing left to do, but it is optional. Basically, remember this filter, the capacitor and the coil that we took out. It's a controversy. Do you take it off on version 5? Because on version 5, seller actually showed that he did not take it off. Guys, basically the values for the coil is 100 nanofarads, and for capacitor is 22 picofarads. We know it from the schematic, and that's a filter, guys. 100 nanofarads, nanohenry, I mean 22 picofarads. Frequency is 107.3 megahertz. But that's pure, that's not taking into account internal LC of the BK1080 chip. Basically, guys, is the upper band of the FM, so this coil and capacitor are filtering the upper band of the FM. Why they filter it, I do not know. Maybe BK1080 needs it, but how about we put back the coil and capacitor, and we have a signal generator which is gonna test sensitivity at the upper limits of the FM. So let's do that, and we are going to do this with this amazing Andostar microscope. Link to this microscope is going to be in description and in the pinned comments, guys. If you want to do this mode properly, you need this microscope. So let's add some flux. Let's go on the microscope, guys, and let's add some flux here. Just a tiny bit, smidgen, like they say. So the solder is going to flow, and let's solder the capacitor. This thing is tiny, guys. You are not going to be able to solder it without a microscope. It's just no way. So let's align it like so, and I'm gonna turn around like this, and I'm gonna turn on my solder iron, and while it is coming up, I'm going to align the coil like so. And let me put some solder on my solder iron. That's a bit too much, a little less. And let's do this. Let me grab the capacitor. A little bit more to this side. And let me solder this coil. Now keep in mind this is a heavy ground, so let me add my temperature all the way up, because at 390 degrees it's not taking, it's not biting in. There you go. Nope. Yeah, there you go. And this one as well is good. So let me turn around. Let me get more solder. And let me solder this side. Yeah. Let's go closer and examine our job. This one is soldered, this one is soldered, and this one is soldered. So guys, let me clean, let me assemble, and let's come back and test this setup. So we are assembled and we are back. Frequency is 108 megahertz. Modulation is FM. Signal level is at minus 116 dBm. Here we have modulation FM and we have 108 megahertz. Let's turn on the volume. I'm all the way down, up to minus 100 dBm. So let's go, continue going up. Guys, minus 89 dBm, minus 89 dBm. How about 100 megahertz? How about 100? So let's set this to 100 M and let's set this one to 100. 100. Minus 87 dBm, minus 87 dBm. Let's do 70 megahertz, guys. 70 megahertz. So let me set it to 70 megahertz. 70 M, and here also 70. Minus 77 dBm, guys. Minus 77 dBm. How about we switch the antenna and let's do what we did 7.090. Let's do 7.090. 7.090 megahertz. So let me put modulation AM back. I mean, the filter is not, it's not an HF track, so it should be the same, right? So but let's do it anyway. Modulation AM set 709 megahertz. Yeah, and over here We set 7.09 and set modulation to AM. Minus 137. Here we got minus 138.5. Yeah, minus 138 I can hear, and it's minus 138.0. I can go 0.5, but it makes no difference. So I'm gonna enter the same value, minus 138.5. Yeah, it shouldn't actually affect this side of the receiver. So guys, we are done, guys. And if you stayed all the way to the end, thank you. And keep in mind, guys, that if you are my subscriber, you can win this microscope that we did our work with. All you have to do is subscribe, and later we're gonna announce how you can win it. But for now we are finished. Press the like, if you will, please. And if you are not subscribed, subscribe, and I'm going to see you next one. Bye bye. And just like this, guys, we are done. I did disassemble this radio one more time, and I took off the coil and capacitor so that FM is more sensitive. This radio is gonna go back to its customer. I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy with this modification. Guys, subscribe to my channel, because my subscribers get a chance to win this Star microscope that we just used to do this modification. And if you don't want to wait, if you want to buy it now, I'm going to include the link. Check it out. The price now is even lower. It's crazy. It's like $100, $105, guys. I think it's pretty good deal for a microscope. I mean, microscopes are expensive. If you wanna get, it's like $400, $500 for the basic model. And on this note, guys, we are finished. Press like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'm going to see you next one.
Армия, которая была после 45-го года. Вот сейчас у нас точно такая армия. Мощнейшая, самая мощная в мире. И боятся теперь все боятся. Америкосы боятся страшно, потому что воевать с этой державой это просто только дебил могут воевать. И давайте же пойду я тоже налью себе вино, попадает. Тоже на четверовка. И, конечно, да, сидите Да, работаю сейчас. Фу-фу-фу, прием. На одной? На двух. Не понял. Ну да. Все, тогда рад за тебя. А то так. И 8 листьев сметешь, что будешь делать, прием? Так, пойду листья мести. Я успел, как я успел, такие кучи сжег там, и там у тебя видел.
У меня там пожог до дождя, потом 2 дня дождик, как упорол, такой моросящий, как раз на листья проникающий такой, так что я успел выпалить 70%. Сейчас 30% осталось, но сейчас много нападало, ну, хреново падает ветерок наш, чтоб дал, так и тогда я в шоколаде прием.
Я понял, Иванович, хорошо, да, ну у нас минус был, листья падают. Ну, хотя завтра 10 обещают, послезавтра 11, ну и так далее. Все в порядке, солнечно, тихо, прием.
Погода стоит солнечно. Так что все, мы только вспоминали за тебя, то так кто вспоминал, по-моему, Ваня с Таганрога, говорит, работали прием.
Ну да, наверное. Да нет, вчера вечером был, это Игорь где-то, ты что, я слышал, мы с тобой были, это Игорь, Александр Игоревич, где вчера шлялись, прием?
Я не знаю, только подошел к тебе, а ты сразу хурканцик был, я думал, ты меня испугался прием.
Не. Ну что-то там, Викторович мне начал домогать, и я побежал, прием.
А я Сергей Иванович, а ты уже хурканцик прием.
Да, там он у меня только был, только отъехал, прием.
Да, ну был он с утра, так что я поздоровался со своим учителем прием.
Я понял. Так, Владимир Ильич, а на Новый год как у тебя там погода, прием?
Это Всевышний Владимир знает, какая погода, фиг его знает. У меня, видишь, Новый год, если будет минут 4, надо воду сливать, а то и будет жопа прием.
Вот как, да. Ну, надеемся, что плюс 10 будет, прием.
Да позапрошлый год плюс 13 было на крещение, представляешь?
Представляю, да.